You know, it's funny. A person can spend their whole life polishing the outside of the cup, making it shine, making it acceptable. And the whole time, there's a forgotten vintage inside, a potency that never gets poured. It just sits there, waiting to be acknowledged. And the mind is a fascinating instrument. It can tell itself such convincing stories. Stories of separation. This is my spiritual life. And that is my messy life. This is my intuition. And that is just coincidence. And the brain, being a good and loyal servant, says, "Yes, sir, right away, sir," and builds walls where there were never meant to be any. But there's a part of you, a part that never bought the brochure, a part that always knew the map wasn't the territory, and that part is listening now. It's the same part that felt a strange thrill when you read about stealing magnetism from the saints. Not stealing like a thief, but stealing like a bee takes pollen from a flower. The flower isn't diminished. The bee creates life from the contact. And the whole ecosystem thrives because of that silent magnetic exchange. This is where it gets interesting. This is where we stop talking about it and start being it. Imagine a future where your mere presence in a room begins to calm the chaotic vibrations. When people leave a conversation with you feeling not drained, but charged. They can't even say why. They just know something shifted. Imagine your intuition, that flicker you sometimes dismiss, becoming a reliable voice, not a shout, but a clear, calm signal in the static. Making a decision and feeling a deep, cellular yes. Taking a different route for no logical reason, only to find out later you avoided a 10-car pile-up. That's not luck. That's your goddamn birthright coming online. This is about a frequency upgrade. And upgrades can feel disruptive. The old software throws error messages. This is weird. This is uncomfortable. What will people think? And you can listen to those alerts. Or you can recognize them as signals the installation is proceeding exactly as planned. There's a penance of meditation. Not a penance as punishment. Penance as focus. As laser-like attention. And every time you choose to sit, even for 5 minutes, and feel the buzz of the world fade out, you're not just meditating. You're broadcasting a command to the universe. My signal is priority 1. And the universe, being a perfect mirror, starts to clear the channel. And the body, this magnificent temporary casket, it starts to change too. The eyes, they stop being just eyes and become beacons. You can try to hide a mean thought, but you can't hide it in the eyes. And you can't fake peaceful ones. They become calm, strong, divinely loving. Not because you're forcing it, but because that's what's flowing through the system now. The inner wiring is being replaced with gold filament. Now let's talk about the cost of not doing this. The alternative path. It's a life of leaky energy. Of saying yes when you mean no. Of scrolling through a universe of information on a tiny screen while ignoring the vast, uncharted universe within. It's a life where you wonder, why you're always tired, why relationships feel like transactions, why luck seems to happen to other people. It's like owning a Lamborghini and only ever using it to move your trash cans to the curb once a week. A tragic, hilarious waste of divine engineering. But that's not your path. You're already course correcting, and you can feel it. The magnetic pull you feel, it isn't just you wanting something out there. It's the something in here, the divine core, recognizing its own power and calling it home. It's the supreme artist within you, getting bored with the stick figures that you've been drawing and ready to create a fucking masterpiece. And the beautiful, terrifying, exhilarating part is, you don't have to know how. You just have to say yes. The how is handled by the same intelligence that beats your heart, that digests your food, that heals a cut you didn't even know you had. So let's not call it a lesson. Let's call it an activation, a download. Let the part of your mind that handles belief, the part that runs your personal story, receive this new code. The code that says, I'm a conduit. I'm a clear channel. My very presence is a healing transmission. My thoughts are powerful broadcasts that shape my reality. My will is the switch that turns on the current. And I am now consciously and unconsciously attracting all that's needed for my highest expression and the greatest good of all. It's already integrating. You can feel it as a slight hum, a new baseline, a quiet confidence that doesn't need to shout. The throne of love. It's not some far off heaven. It's right here in the chest. And you're not taking a seat you don't deserve. You're simply returning to it after a long, interesting and necessary journey. And from this seat, everything looks different. Everything is different. And the magnetism, that divine, irresistible force, just flows naturally, effortlessly, because it's who you are, and it always has been. Welcome back.